Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of this series where I just talk about whatever the hell I find interesting that day. Mainly because, well, I kind of wanted to make this episode mostly about, like my position in content making and just the general deaths of authenticity as we know it on YouTube. I'm gonna start with my position on content making because I wanted to make this more of a personal thing, and then I'll actually move on to my thoughts on the complete death of authenticity on content cranking. And starting with my position in content making, I really don't know where I should be going from here. Like, I really don't know if any of these I don't know why I messed that jump up. It's but like I don't know what I should really be making when it comes to content making because like there's so many different things that I'm interested in, so many unique things that I want to do with content creation, but it just seems like none of them I ever will get any success in. And it's just like a fucking pointless game. I know that's kind of like the whole gig of YouTube is just throw whatever the hell it takes to the wall, see what sticks, but I really just don't know where I should, start or continue forward because, like, I've tried, like, hundreds of different techniques. I've tried live streaming, that went nowhere. I tried, doing more shorts-oriented content. That seemed to be the most success I've ever had, but it still went, like, virtually nowhere. Like, I think the only short I ever made that broke more than like 400 views was one where I was just making Tony Hawk tricks. I delisted it. I might include the description of it in the link of it in the description in case any of y'all want to just see what that video was all about and what that was. But like, yeah, it's like, well, where am I gonna go from here? Like, I've had hundreds of opportunities to start doing more, different, unique content. And now that I have my new rig, I should be able to do more interesting things, like, more in-depth stuff with, like, editing software and whatnot. But I don't know where to start, because, like, it just seems like, originality is, like, a thing of the past, because, like, well, come over here, you little star. Like, every single idea has already been done, and you're basically just kind of at the whims of the algorithm as well. So even if you did make the idea first, the algorithm say, no, they made this, and you're kind of fucked. And it's like... And that's kind of also coming into my second point, which is that, like, the algorithm promotes the death of authenticity when it comes to YouTube content. And for stuff like, gaming content, for as much shit as it got back in the day, was something that I respected wholeheartedly, because when it came to gaming content, you still had to, like, have a personality. I mean, yeah, there were those channels that just uploaded video game footage, nothing else, had no personality, no nothing, and they just uploaded the most recent footage of games like Gamers Playground and whatnot, that just uploaded cutscenes. But, like, when it came to Let's Players, as generic as some of them tended to be, the big ones, they had that personality, they had that drive, they had what made them human within it, and it was like, well, you could tell that the people who made the content both loved what they were doing, loved being content creators, and were being themselves. And nowadays, with the whole Mr. Beastification of YouTube, where everything has to be like this massive fucking spectacle, and if it's not this massive spectacle, it's just AI-generated slop, I've stopped seeing less personality in content making, especially when it comes to stuff around what I like to watch, which it comes to, like, more like long-form video essay content or stuff like that. And it's like every single video starts like the exact same way, like, here is 5 of the coolest mastery camos in Call of Duty, and it's like, and there's like a 50% chance that someone uses like this extremely bombastic voice, or if not, they're gonna use this like extremely fucking obviously AI generated voice, like, 5 of the most badass Call of Duty skins! Or something like that, or here is 5 of the most Call of Duty-based skins of all time. I fucking hate these videos, because, like, they always permeate my feed in the way like, fucking, it's like bombast. It's pointless bombast for something that doesn't need bombast. Like, oh, it's cool you have those fucking, you're talking about these cool mastery camos that you probably don't even give a shit about. And it's like, ugh. I know I'm just rambling on about something that doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. But, like, and I also know that it's really generic for someone like me, like a content creator, to say, oh, old school YouTube was so much better than new school YouTube. Oh my god, it was so much better. But, like, YouTube at one point was about broadcasting yourself. Now it's about broadcasting your brand. It's not about broadcasting you, it's about broadcasting your brand. And stuff like that is, like, the brand of YouTube. YouTube rewards, like, extremely long-form, pointless content, where it's just nothing but, like, 7 hours of them saying stuff that could have easily condensed into 10 minutes. And it's also, like, a case of actual interesting content creators. They end up either getting shafted, or end up getting called out for being, like, you know, fucked up. Like, it's like, it's really fucking hard for me to pay attention to content making anymore, and actually, like, giving a crap about it, because it's like, oh, be the change you want to see in the world. But what's the point of being the change you want to see in the world if nobody wants to see that change? If nobody wants to give you the opportunity to be that change? I mean, yeah, it's like, also, oh, it's like, oh, one seed in the garden is still not enough. But, like, here's the thing. Nowadays, one seed is not gonna save you. I mean, sure, it'll feed you for, like, a day or so, but in the advent of all of these content farms that just plant these extremely soiled crops and sell them to the public, one seed is not gonna be enough to outsell every single one of the content farms. And there's also the case of, well, why should I take this extremely small content creator who's making, you know, content that's actually, you know, got personality in it, but when I could take this content farm that has all of this cool content, all of this amazing stuff, and I don't know. Maybe it's just me being pointlessly pessimistic. I've, like, kind of had that issue, a lot of people say. But, like, I don't know. I just missed the days where you could just easily be yourself and not have to worry about, you know, not have to worry about getting outshined by someone who essentially does nothing but steal other people's ideas and other people's content. And not even try, like, instead to use AI. And granted, I know that it's also not like, oh, it's not a race, I know, but, like, when you make YouTube content, you kind of expect that you want to go big, you want to go viral, you want to be the next Jacksepticeye or Markiplier or PewDiePie or Mr. Beast even, as much as I hate his guts. And, you know, that's kind of something I want to be myself. But, you know, even then, magic just tends to die. But anyways, I feel like that's a good place to, hold off for now. Yeah, I kind of don't really have an intro prepared for this thing. This is still, like, a new format that I'm trying to test out, so forgive me for, like, the roughness and the lack of editing and whatnot, and also apologies for the extremely bordered gameplay. I did not know how to, fix it on OBS, so, amateur hour, I know, but I feel like that kind of gives this video a little bit more charm than normal. So, yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and, I'll talk to you all later. Peace.